Wahaha! Ah! Why am I angry? I'm not angry. Hold on. There we go. Hi! Hi guys, welcome to Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Why is my mouth tracking like really off? Hold on. Is that better? Ooh. Yeah, that's better. Hi. How are we going? I've started a bit early, so I got excited because this next case looks like it's going to be really good. It's also the bank holiday, so I can finally have a good rest, except for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing Oblivion Endurance, and I'm starting earlier than normal, going longer than normal, so we'll see if I survive, huh? I hope you guys have had a good day. Mine has been a very mixed bag. I'm very hot right now. It's bloody boiling in the UK. I don't know why it's so hot. Like, it has no business being this toasty. It just doesn't. Why? So I've got two fans on at the minute. Apologies if you can hear them in the background, but if I don't have those on, I'm going to have to just get naked. And no one wants that. No one wants that. Anyhow, let's jump in. A budding bond, huh? Well, well, well. What's going on here? Alrighty. Back in my office, huh? Kay! She's not here either. Where are you? Knockety knock knock, special visitor. Fender. Oh, talk about an unhappy face. Everything okay, big guy? You won't earn yourself too many admirers looking like that. What are you doing here? Has something happened? Has something happened, he asks. I'll say. It's been all over the news. A murder in the committee chamber? I'd call that a happening, all right. And what with your hearing being today, I thought, well, I couldn't help wondering if you were involved. They're reporting it on the news already? Heck yeah, a dead lawyer, a young woman on the run, they're lapping it up. It's crazy stuff, but compelling too, I gotta admit. So, you're gonna give me the lowdown or what? Well, actually... Whoa! Maybe warn a guy before blowing his mind next time. Things are even crazier than I thought. This isn't a joke, Fender. Kay's out there somewhere all alone without her memory. Not to mention being the suspect in a murder. That definitely doesn't make things any easier. Where the heck could she have gotten to? You sure she don't remember Zip? I thought she might have come here, but... No luck, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. Sounds like she thinks she's done you wrong. She wouldn't want to cause you even more trouble by rocking up on your doorstep. You think I don't know that, but I'm out of places to look. Hey, take a chill pill, compadre. This isn't like you. You wound up tighter than a clockwork monkey, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. After all, it's got even you running from pillar to post looking to save an innocent from jail. Acting like the attorney I know you were born to be. Look, Fender, I may have given up my badge earlier, but that doesn't mean I've decided to become an attorney. Okay. However, Kay isn't just some suspect in a murder to me. She's somebody I've come to know very well, even if we've only been acquainted for a short while. And she'd never harm a fly, let alone another person. Blow my mind twice in 5 minutes, why don't you? Kid's lucky to have you in a corner, Jim. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but... it's quite the bond that sprung up between the two of you. Enough to give me and your old man a run for its money, even. It's nothing like that, really. She just likes to involve herself in my affairs. Gosh, she made... Really sorry about that, guys. Like, I'm exhausted today. I'm gonna have to see how I go for energy. Like, heat does this to me. It just saps my strength away. Ha! You can say that again. From what I've seen, she likes to charge into things no holds barred. But she's done you some good, I can tell. You two make a great team. Can't say I'm not a little jealous, since my partner in crime's no longer around. Anyway, you need to track it down. Connections like that don't grow on trees. I should know. Alright, how about this for a plan? You're fresh out of ideas about where she could be, and you can't just walk the streets shouting her name. So why not go back to the source, looking at how she lost her memory in the first place? You just might turn up some clues that will help narrow things down. That's not a bad idea. Based on what she told us, it sounds like it all started at the big building. It's a building that's big. And that's where we're headed. Next up, the big time. Maybe you could give your face the good news on the way. Kay won't come frolicking back into the photo if the first thing she sees is you scowling like that. Very funny. Bender is truly a force of nature all on his own. Oh, it's the nurse. The sun sure set quickly. Not even a motor on the premises can make this place close its doors. Gotta chase that last dollar, huh? There's hardly anybody around, though. Guess we got the whole place to ourselves. The first step towards proving Kay's innocence is to figure out how she lost her memory. Earth to Miles, we got sleuthing to do. This rooftop paradise is all us, so let's focus up and do what we're good at for Kay. Do what we're good at for Kay, alright? Yeah, I horribly, like, misread the tone of that sentence, huh? Do what we're good at, huh? And I suppose we should be grateful there's at least something we can do. Okay. Oh, we're actually on our own for the what seems like the first time in the entire series. Pegasus, the winged horse of legend. No, wait. Oh, hang on, I gotta send this somewhere. Hang on, give me a second, chat. Give me a second. Sorry, what? Give me a second, guys. What the hell is that noise? Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'll be with you in a second, yeah? Hold on. Man, that was loud, though. That was hella loud. No, wait. Isn't that a horn on its forehead? Oops. So, it's a unicorn. No, that can't be right either. Unicorns don't have wings. What's this? There's a little plaque there at the bottom showing the name of the piece. Contradictions. Hey, Hades, how we doing? Welcome in. That'll teach me to bother engaging with such things. Ha! Cotton candy? You can insert a coin to take a good look at the distant landscape for a few minutes. Kay absolutely would have been all over this. The Kay I know, anyway. But for now, I'd better focus my powers of observation on this rooftop. Okay. Hello. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, we meet again! What are you two doing up here? Well, seeing as we came all this way, we thought we might as well enjoy some cotton candy. What the heck are you doing here? Looking to get yourself an even more hot water? You needn't worry about me, Dr. Hurst. I'll be just fine. Whatever you say, Mr. Soon-to-be ex-prosecutor turned ex-prosecutor. Saw that coming a mile off. Wait, what? You got fired? As I said, you needn't concern yourself with my affairs. If you say so. So, oh, how's Kay doing? Uh-oh. Did something happen? Maybe I can help? How about injection? No injections, thank you. Unfortunately, a jab a day does not keep the world's troubles at bay. Yeah. It did get kind of chilly, huh? Come on, let's head home. Alright then, Mr. Edgeworth. Catch you again soon. Oh, there's a TV here now. It looks like a TV for showing announcements from the various companies in the big building. But at the moment, it's just showing a regular broadcast channel. Ugh. What am I standing here for? The Steel Samurai isn't on today. Oh, you. Yeah, you. How about some delicious parting clouds cotton candy to brighten your day? Parting clouds? Is it named for the fact that we're so close to the clouds up here? Oh, give me kids. We take a normal serving of cotton candy. We split it in half. Pie, if you will. Half the candy, same price, double the profit. And we laugh it all away at the bank. And I don't think your customers will be laughing if you keep sharing that information quite so freely. Okay. What's going on with the Sakura tree? It's a pretty sizable cherry tree. Its flowers are just on the cusp of full bloom. According to what Kay told us, she was standing beneath this tree until she was pushed and fell. So the person in the raincoat that Kay saw supposedly approached her from the direction of the concession stand, which would suggest that she was pushed over this railing here. The railing is chest high. You'd have to try really hard to go tumbling over the edge of it. Everything looks sturdy enough too. Okay. What's going on, Fender? So how did Kay lose her memory? You think there was something she wanted to forget? Maybe some particularly choice words from Miles the Insult comic? Of course not. I wouldn't dream of saying anything so terrible she'd want to forget. Detective Gumshoe, on the other hand, could do with a few more choice words on occasion. Poor guy. I don't envy him one bit. Okay. There was something else I saw. Oh? What the heck? Ah! Oh. Hi. Kay. Don't mind me. I was just lying in wait. That would make you a criminal, Kay. Perhaps you meant to say laying low. Oh, yeah, that. Nevertheless, I doubt people will look kindly on a suspect haunting the site of a supposed crime. Surely you understand that, even in your current state. On top of which, while you've been playing hide-and-go-seek, I've been worried sick and frantically trying to find you. Are you mad at me? Of course I am. Now, what were you thinking coming back here? Did you think your amnesia would excuse your recklessness? No. I came to try and help you get your badge back. What? I thought if I could get my memory back, I might be able to remember killing that poor woman. I thought if I came back to where I lost my memory, maybe I could. Huh. There's one thing you haven't lost, you know. Your ability to surpass my expectations at every turn. I couldn't be more certain now that you're the Kay I know so very well. However, I don't appreciate you being so reckless. Do you hear me? I'm sorry. Seriously, Miles, you're killing me here. You were banking good guy points and then you went and blew it by blowing your top. Good to see you, kid. I'm glad to see you're safe. Come on, bring it in. Okay. That's the spirit. Not now, Fender. Yeesh, I was just trying to lighten the mood. Live news now from the big building, where a shocking murder took place earlier today. Police continue their hunt for a young woman known to have been present at the scene. She's considered the prime suspect, and police say no effort is being spared in trying to track her down. Oh, mama, they're not messing around, huh? Well, team, what's the plan? Looks like the clock's ticking down and fast. Indeed, it's only a matter of time before they find us. Alright, first things first. Okay, you're sticking with us from now on, capiche? But I, of course, you're so much trouble already. You could hardly make things any worse for me at this point. Mr. Edgeworth. Then it's settled. We're in this together like the Three Musketeers. Mouse will be in charge of proving Kay innocent. And I will, believe me. So I'm going to need you to do everything you can to help him with investigating. Okay, Kay? Yeah, of course. Great, now we gotta move quick. Can't be getting back by the boys in blue before we've even started. You two may not have any more to lose, but your Uncle Eddie sure does. Gregory would never forgive me if I got the family office shut down. Thank you, Fender. I'm sure I owe you more than I'll ever really know. Okay. So we need to speak to Kay, I think. Well, I hope I've been of help to you so far. Do you have any other recollections? I keep feeling like there's something just on the edge of my memory. There is. It could be the clue we need. Alright, just let it float to the top of your mind and say whatever comes into your thoughts. Right. I'm seeing... It's very faint, but... I'm seeing a small restaurant. Just a counter and some seats, and there's this incredible smell. A beautiful golden soup, not too thick, and it tastes just right. It's filled with delicious noodles. They're firm, but not too firm. And that's when a thought crossed my mind. I'm going to order another bowl. A captivating memory, but sadly one that has nothing to do with the case. Are we going to take Kay Faraday to Eldoon's salty fucking noodles? We going to get her a serving of salty fucking broth? I think we fucking got her, ain't we? We got to take her to Gar fucking Eldoon for some fucking noodles. I came back here because I thought it might jog my memory. How about we go over what you remember one more time? Okay. I was standing under the tree, sheltering from the rain. Then I saw a person in a red raincoat. And then they pushed me. Can you remember anything specific about the person in the raincoat? I'm sorry, I just can't recall anything. Oh, but there is one thing. I could see the moon over their shoulders as they came closer and closer. The moon? Yeah, it's all very fuzzy, but it was in the exact same place it is right now. Floating up there above the cherry blossoms. So the moon was visible over the mysterious figure's shoulder. That's new information. I should keep it in mind. How does... Hang on. So she was here, and we think she was pushed over, like, this way. But then the moon's up here over the cherry blossom. So if she's seen that over the person's shoulder, they've approached from here. Which would mean that she has to actually be over this side, right? You'd hope so. No, give me a second, guys. Sorry, Daddy's got the paranoia bug bad today. Whoop. Okay. Ba 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 ba. Okay. I think we might need to logic here. Kay remembers standing beneath the cherry tree. Kay saw the moon shining over the shoulder of the person in the red raincoat. It's in the same part of the sky tonight. Kay was pushed by a person in a red raincoat and walked towards her from the concession stand. See, we need to logic here, right? Now, I think these two might go together. Nope. There's no logical connection between those two things. Okay, let's try this then. I'm not confident. No. No, I'm gonna reload that because I've just wasted 2 bars worth of health, and it's not a risk I can take. Understand that I'm very risk averse. Okay, we need more facts. Try railing and the moon? Yeah, we could do. Try the railing and the moon, huh? Aha! Hades, you're a genius. Well done, thank you. Thinking back over what Kay has said, the person in the raincoat approached her from the direction of the concession stand, which implies that she was pushed over the railing on the side opposite the stand. She also said that she could see the moon over this person's shoulder, but when we checked just now, the moon was in a different location than expected. Yet Kay claims it's currently in the same spot in the sky as on the night of the incident. This throws the positions of the moon and the person in the raincoat out of alignment with the story. I think her memories may have become confused somehow. What's more, if she really had been pushed over that railing, she would have never survived the fall. Therefore, I must conclude that she may not have fallen where she thought she did. Okay. Try that. Aha! You may have fallen, Kay, but it couldn't have been over that railing. Because if you had, you wouldn't be alive now to tell the tale. But I definitely remember standing under that tree. If I was pushed, the only way I could have fallen is over that railing, isn't it? Not unless the ground opened up and swallowed you whole. The ground could just open up like that. How? My bad, my bad. Not a joking matter. Sorry, kiddo. But it may also be closer to the truth than you think, Fender. Let's take another look at the ground in that area. There's a chance we might have missed something. Oh, hang on. There's a trapdoor. Kay couldn't have fallen over the railing. So where did she fall? There must be a clue around here somewhere. It's here. What's this? Looks like a service hatch. Kay, do you think you might have fallen down here instead? Nah, you'd never be as clumsy as that. I'm sorry, I just can't say one way or the other. My bad, kiddo. Just another one of my silly musings. You don't have to take me so seriously, you know? I don't. Never. Well, maybe not never. If I told you to leap lyrically into my arms... Fender! Chill, Malzarino. Why's your sense of whimsy? So, never then. Ah, talk about a deep cut. The ground here is covered with cherry blossoms. Even though the trees are not in full bloom yet, the strong wind up here is blowing the petals right off. Many to look for more clues? Understood. It would be nice of them to maybe just tidy up a little bit. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we can scour over here, huh? And she couldn't have fallen in the fountain, could she? As you can see, they're still hard at work up on the 50th floor. That's where the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence holds their disciplinary hearings, correct? That's right, there have been people walking by the windows all evening. This is one serious investigation. Well, this doesn't make our chances of getting out of here with Kay any rosier. We'll have to find a way to slip past the press. I'm a cool and mysterious customer, Malzarino, but I'm no spy. Maybe we can use him as a decoy if things get desperate. Okay, whatever you're thinking, quit it. I can tell it doesn't end well for me. Oh, hang on. Yeah, if she'd have fallen off the edge there, she'd have fucking straight up died. It looks like this is being broadcast live, which means we're looking at the big building in real time. Does that mean we're on TV too? I don't think so. The camera's far away enough and it's just dark enough that I think we'll be safe for now. At least we'd better be. If Kay is spotted, things will go from bad to worse before we know it. As you can see, oh, we've already listened to this, haven't we? It's just repeating it. Why? I guess they're still working in the committee chamber. The reporter's right. You can see people moving around. Can I check the pamphlet? Wait, something's very wrong with this picture. And I can use a certain piece of evidence to help deduce exactly what. Hades, you've done it again. Magical. Hold on. Let me have a look at my evidence. What's the pamphlet? Here we are. 50. Oh, wait. It's the wrong floor. That's the 49th floor. Well. This is normal. This is all normal. What's not right is where the lights are. The lights are on in the wrong section of the building. Well. There's a contradiction here, hiding in plain sight.
Eureka!
Question, how many floors does this building have? Easy, 50, right? Kinda ironic that just a few feet above where the committee works its ugly little schemes is a place where starry-eyed young romantics come to wish for everlasting smoochy times. And then, what's that dark space above the 50th floor? The gloomy underbelly of love? Wait a minute. Exactly. The committee chamber is supposed to be on the top floor, directly beneath the viewing platform. But it actually appears to be located one floor below that, clearly contradicting the supposed facts. Maybe whoever wrote the pamphlet made a mistake. Somehow, I don't think so. Can't be crazy, but yeah, there appears to be a hidden 51st floor. Okay. Wow, and that's where they keep the gloomy underbelly of love. Oh, my heart, you didn't need to take it quite so literally, Kay. Good, then perhaps we can take this more seriously instead. Come on, have you met me, Miles? That might be easier said than done. Sorry, one moment, someone's pinging me for something. Who's pinging me? Oh, okay. People keep trying to deny the existence of womb force, and they're wrong. They're wrong! Okay, I'm back. It'll still be easier than trying to enjoy your so-called jokes. Okay. Can I logic? Ah! Oh, it's a girls' frontline thing. For a very long time, there was, The whole thing with Girls Frontline is, hey, we got cute girl robots that are based on guns. But they're robots. And, you know, therefore they can't reproduce. So Rule 34 artists like, hey, get the Womb Force upgrade. Now they can do segs. And if you mention it on the Girls Frontline Discord, you get banned by N, who's like one of the big admins there. And then the manga made it canon. Because Negev says about M4A1, who put sand up her womb force. And all hell broke loose. Okay, these obviously go together. How has a whole floor between the 50th and the viewing platform remained undetected all this time? You got me there. Kinda hard to hide a set of stairs going up to it if you ask me. That's precisely it. Things like stairs that are normally out in the open going unnoticed by people seems a bit implausible, which can only mean the 51st floor is no ordinary floor and can't be reached by ordinary means. Then we'll just have to reach it through extraordinary means, right? I don't know about extraordinary means. Maybe let's go for unconventional. Indeed. Consider, if you will, the hatch we found by the cherry tree. What would you expect to find on the other side of such a hatch? A room of some kind, perhaps? Oh ho, a secret room. Now you're talking my language. Let's go take a look. Oh, alright, there we go. What is this place? Look at all that stuff down there. Is it a storeroom? Whatever it is, I think we can safely say that this is where you fell. Go team, strike one mystery off the list. Yes, but the greater mystery of Kay's memory loss remains unsolved. We have a red raincoated figure who can walk and air to account for, amongst other things. Hey, kinda gotta bask in his success for a second. So we found a hidden storeroom. I vote we scooch on down and check it out. We have pretty much exhausted everything up here, and it can't hurt to take a look. Nice! Oh. It's Emma! Is that you, Mr. Edgeworth? Emma, what are you doing here? I heard about what happened from Detective Gumshoe. I was in the area, so I thought I'd come by and see what's going on. She's still a student at this point in time, isn't she? Hold on. Do we have a profile for her? Not yet. This is Emma Skye. She's a high school student currently studying in Europe to become a forensic scientist. So what, in the timeline she's going to be like Kay's age, maybe ever so slightly younger, I think? Because like at the time of Apollo Justice, I think she's like 26, 27, something like that. Because she went off to Europe for a bit. The younger sister of a former superior of mine. We've also stood in court together.
The detective called me up in a panic. He said you badged off the big building and the K was in a man's suit and...
Hold it right there. Didn't you just leave to go back to Europe a few days ago? And you're back again already?
Yeah, I'm here with my professors. I'm not doing any schoolwork or anything, just some interpreting.
Then shouldn't you be off doing that instead of gallivanting around a crime scene?
Oh, it's fine. There's this wonderful thing called body language after all.
It's not an actual language, Emma.
Anyway, never mind me. This is about Kay. How is she? Where is she?
I'm kind of curious. There we go. She's 18 now. Okay. I forget that in the USA, high school goes up to when you're 18. Okay.
Oh, shucks. Isn't that sweet, K-Meister? Your little friend's worried about you. Oh, yeah. Who's this guy? Don't tell me you went and got a new assistant, Mr. Edgeworth.
Very funny, young lady. It's actually the other way around, I'll have you know. Eddie Fender, attorney at law, senior partner at Edgeworth & Co. Law Offices.
Edgeworth? So you are his assistant? Wait, attorney? Since when were you a defense attorney?
I'm not. To say it's complicated is an understatement. Let's not sweat the details for now, yeah? First things first.
But an attorney, Mr. Edgeworth, really?
Oh, it's like I'm not even here.
What is this, some kind of weird experiment?
Perhaps we should head down below. I'll explain there.
I agree. The police could be here any minute. And who's this?
I'll explain later, Emma. Come on, time to go.
Alright. You better explain yourself, Mr. Hotshot Pro... attorney?
Trust me, I'll explain that too.
Okery dokery doo! Down the hatch we go!
Interesting. So into the storeroom then, huh?
It's dark as a grave down here. Can't see the nose in front of my roguishly handsome face.
Watch your step, Emma.
Ow! I hit my head on something.
Make your way down slowly, Kay. I don't want you to slip.
Oh, yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ah, there's got to be a light switch here somewhere.
Ah, bingo!
Wait, what? Hang on, we busted this. We busted this. Hold on, what? Huh? Did we not defeat the smuggling ring in the last game? This is... So the hidden 51st floor really is being used as a storeroom. We'll need to take a careful look over all these items.
Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, you promised me an explanation or three.
I did indeed. Where do we even start?
Wow, a lot's been happening, huh? What a case!
It's not supposed to fill you with excitement, Emma.
Haha, seems you got yourself into a real pickle, Mr. Prosecutor Attorney.
I'm not an attorney or prosecutor anymore.
Well, whatever you are.
Ooh, excuse me. Oh, the heat is killing me.
I think it's time for science to lend a helping hand. Don't worry, I brought my entire kit with me.
Well, if you're sure.
Are you kidding? I live for moments like this. Yeah, let's make this all official. Good working with you again, Mr. Edgeworth.
And you, Miss Sky.
Yippee!
And then there were four. Right, everyone, let's get to work.
I want to know where that elevator goes.
Looks like it goes down. It's something we'll certainly want to investigate further, but we should look around up here first. Aye, aye, Captain. Let me know if you find anything juicy.
I'll keep trying to see what I can remember. I'll let you know if anything comes to mind.
Thank you, Kay. Emma?
Ready, willing, and able to investigate, Mr. Edgeworth.
Very well. Then let's begin. I have some theories, right, about what's going on. So, like, we've got this storeroom up here, which is full of, like, stuff. Now, we remember this from the last game, right? This was the statue that was being transported by that art dealer. You know, the I can't think what his name was, but the guy who was like Borat. And that suggests to me there's one of two things. Oh my god. The blue trauma. It's being used either to hide evidence or, look, there's price tags on all this stuff. These are... Even Grossberg's paintings back there. Hang on, I missed that. I'm going to have a look at that. What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? If I'm not mistaken, several of the items on display here are pieces of evidence from old cases of mine. What are they doing here? Maybe this is where the committee store stuff is looking into. It can't be. Evidence like this is stored at the police department. They don't keep stuff at the prosecutor's office too. When a case is ongoing, yes, but once the last trial is finished up, it's supposed to go right back to the precinct, unless there's a very good reason for it to go elsewhere. And yet, here it all is. There's no point in trying to figure out the whys right now. I should take a close look at it all. They all have labels. Labels with numbers printed on them. Exhibit numbers, maybe? You said they were a piece of evidence, right? Yes, but judging by how the numbers are written by the items themselves, I guess these are prices. Prices? I would never have guessed that. Wait, but none of this stuff could be worth that much money, could it? The prices are very high indeed. It's no wonder she's surprised. I must examine all these in detail. Hold on, let's go and have a look at Grossberg's picture. Oh my god, yeah, I can see it, Tailfin! Amazing, I missed that completely. That's a really good spot. Right, let's have a look at these now, huh? That's odd. This is the only spot with nothing on it. But it still has one of those signs in front of it. Indeed, and look, there's an outline in the dust on top of the cloth. I'd say something was probably sitting there until quite recently, wouldn't you? You recently finished the game. Nice. Nice. You know what? I think you might be right. But, I'm drawing a blank trying to imagine what. Well, I might have an idea. A star-shaped outline. Don't we have a piece of evidence that might well be connected? Do we? Ah! We do. We do. What's this? It's a small bottle, one I've seen before. You played the fan translation way back, but considering playing this at some point, you should. It's good. It's really good. Like, it's well worth your time to give this a play. Oh, that's all. Nothing else to add? Well, no. What more did you want me to say? Hold up. I've got to write this down. Mr. Edgeworth can turn even the most boring topics into something picturesque with his explanations. I didn't play the fan translation, no. Tailfin over on the Twitch side has. So I haven't personally. This is my first exposure to investigations. Well, the series, I should say. I've already played through the first game. This is my first playthrough of the second. Ugh. Next time, try taking those kinds of notes in silence. A bottle of ink and a lantern, both pieces of evidence from a previous case of mine. But why? What's all this stuff that's related to you doing here? It's not as if any of it was in my possession for any length of time. The duration of the case is no longer. Perhaps this is all nothing but a coincidence. Seriously, a coincidence? I never thought I'd hear those words come out of your mouth. We must always face up to the facts of a situation, however strange they may be. Isn't that what scientists believe? Oh, no, wrong voice. Isn't that what scientists believe too? Oh ho ho! You want to talk about what scientists believe? Settle in, this may take a while. Okay. We need to deduce.
Eureka!
The outline in the dust matches the bottom of the candelabrum, exactly. I'd say there's a very strong chance that this is where our murderer took it from. Which would mean the candelabrum was evidence from another case. It certainly seems likely, but that's not our concern right now. Hey, hey, hey! Over on the YouTube side now. Nice, nice. The key thing to note is that the murder weapon was taken from the storeroom. Oh, why is there a blue trauma? A mannequin. A mannequin, huh? Wait, I know. All thanks to my powers of scientific deduction, of course. It's evidence from an old case of yours, right? Not this time. I've never seen it before in my life. It doesn't seem to fit with the other items in the room either. For one thing, it doesn't have a price tag. So why is it here? I don't think there's anything else for me to look at here. There's the safe. Oh, isn't he a cutie? Look at this fluffy little guy. That's the stuffed animal we found at Gourd Lake. Oh, yeah. He should be in the possession of the prosecutor in charge of that case. So how did he wind up here? Oh, but look, he's missing his left horn. He is, but he never had it in the first place. At least, not as far as we ever saw. Defective merchandise, huh? Then we need to contact the manufacturer. I demand a recall. Now that I come to think of it, why would anyone give the president a broken toy to begin with? Okay. So, this storeroom is actually more of a stockroom. It would seem so, much as it pains me to consider such a thing. What kind of person sells off evidence from serious criminal cases? And who to? Who would even want to pay for all this stuff? Somebody, clearly. The price tags are proof of that. Wow, people really will collect anything, huh? Fascinating. That's a cute little doll. Looks kind of like the Steel Samurai. It's actually the Iron Infant, son of the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess. He was born burdened with the knowledge that he too would one day be called upon to fight for justice. I can't imagine the pressure that must have put him under. More than most people could bear. Yes, he's young, but you can sense it nonetheless. A certain tragic refinement. Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth, are you even listening to me? Hmm? Oh, of course. He got distracted by the Steel Samurai. He's such a weeb. Edgeworth is such a fucking weeb. Oh, no. Everything's here. Scientifically speaking, I say this looks like some kind of wooden icebox. Yeah, the change will probably stop the cold air from escaping. I don't mean to contradict you, Emma, but isn't this just a box for storing clothes in? The wood is imbued with a natural repellent that keeps moths away. Oh, yeah, sure. I guess you could look at it that way too. And keeping it closed shut would be nice for the summer, right? Still not prepared to let go of that particular part of your hypothesis, I see. You love Ace. Nice. Excellent. Hi, Zo. How you doing? Oh, welcome in. Yeah, I saw you come into the stream just as I was finishing up last night. I'm sorry about that. It's really hot in the UK, so I'm going to see how my endurance goes tonight. But yeah, I've actually got a... you know those mats that you get for pets that kind of help keep them cool in the summer? I've got one of those under my feet at the minute just because it's so hot in the UK. I'm just like, oh my god, I have 2 fans, a cooling mat under my feet. I've got a 3rd fan as well if I need it. I think it might be a sleeping hot pants nights tonight, I'm not going to lie. It's kind of creepy all these masks lined up here in the dark. Not a fan of horror movies, I take it. No way! That's so unscientific. I think you mispronounced terrifying. One of them's missing. Hold on, do we have anything that goes with this? We do. We do.
Eureka!
Kay was carrying a gem and ninja mask when she was found, but it looks like it might have originally come from this hook. Scientifically speaking, that doesn't seem like a crazy hypothesis. Which would mean that Kay was really here? As you put it, not a crazy hypothesis, but why? Did she come to steal something, maybe? There's all kinds of stuff here. Because she's a great thief who steals the truth, I suppose. No, I think it's too early to jump to any conclusions. These are all case files from various murders. My banging was 100? What? That means something in UK slang. I'm sorry. That has a very particular meaning in British slang, I'm afraid. Oh, lordy. What? But why would they be in here? Not just UK slang. Uh-oh. They should be safely under lock and key at the courthouse or the prosecutor's office, which would suggest that somebody removed them without permission. Something very suspicious is going on here. We need to find out more. These are from a bunch of trophies and... Oh, look! Somebody's left a walkie-talkie here. It looks to me like it was put there deliberately. Rather like it's on display, to be honest. Hey, there are batteries in it, too. It could be useful. Let's take it with us. Nobody mind if we use it for a little while, will they? I can take it to the police station afterward. Someone's starting to sound like a certain great thief. This statue. What is it? Got some new data for me? Not exactly. It's just something from a case I worked on, a piece of evidence. I believe it's called the Alfred statue. And there were two of them, a real one and a fake. Whichever one this is, it shouldn't be here of all places. An old case, huh? Guess you should have worked on a... You have worked on a bunch of different... Huh? Gotcha! Caught in the act, red dang-handed. Gillier than a tomcat covered in cream. Ah! It's a lot of hair!
No! Run away! Ah! Hold on. Ah! Ah, it's a lot of hair!
No! Ah! Ugh, my eyes. Stop that at once. Ain't no stopping my snapping, not till I got every dang detail and then some. You don't think I'm about to let a bunch of dirty criminals go before I get the shot? Think again. We're not criminals. Yeah, sure. Pull the other one. It's got bells on. This here camera's a weapon of justice. It ain't about to be hornswoggled by your cheap denials. Oh, it's you. Huh? Why, you're that low-down dirty jerk for a prosecutor, ain't ya? What are you calling a low-down dirty jerk? This is Lossa Hart, a photojournalist by trade. We've crossed paths on a few occasions, especially on that one particular case. She's hard to forget and even harder to get a word in edgewise with. Quit making that face, will ya? That's the face of a no-good schemer if ever saw one. Seems I didn't leave the best of impressions on her either. Well, it's payback time, Mr. Schemer. You ought to be thankful is all I want from you a couple of pictures. But we're just here to investigate. Sure you are. If by investigating you mean pull the wool over a lot of my wild eyes. Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I thought she might listen to me. It didn't hurt to try, I guess, but we're probably better off leaving her alone for now. Okay. There's a lot of money here. What is that giant head thing? It's the head of the great Mrs. Monkey. I remember the case well. But how did they even get it up here? Huh? Mrs. Monkey? That doesn't sound right. Are you sure you didn't get the name wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Or misremembered it somehow? I'm sorry, Jareth. I have no idea what you're saying. No paella Espinal. Yeah. I'm a stereotypical monolinguistic Brit. I'm very sorry. So I have no idea what these words mean. Don't be ridiculous. As if I'd ever make such a mistake. Money. Money, money, money. Piles of banknotes just left out for all to see. Did I know that you play guitar? I do now. I do now. What sort of guitar? A little tasteless, wouldn't you say? No way. These are all $100 bills. That's a fortune right there. How many years would it take for you to make that much money, Mr. Edgeworth? Please, Emma. I don't even want to think about it. I forgot we could do this little shuffle. No, we're not doing this shit again. Can I logic? Prosecutor's shuffle. Hell yeah. Oh, man. We've seen items of old evidence marked with price tags along with a huge pile of cash. I think it's pretty clear that somebody's been running an illicit trade in judicial goods. Shady deals on the hidden 51st floor. This is big. It has to be, right? I think it might be, but we'll need to investigate a little further yet. We need to find out more about what's going on here. If only there was an eyewitness we could interview. An eyewitness, huh? It looks like we're going to have to interview a lot of hair. Okay. Hi, Lossa. Why exactly are you here, Miss Hart? Me? I told you. I'm in it for the truth. For the good of society. For little old me, of course. You're on a Turkish song called Kadaled Ruzgala? Fair enough. I don't really know Turkish music myself. I play in a hardcore punk band. We make horrible, horrible, horrible noise. We make absolutely vile noise with very, very distorted, loud guitars. It's pretty good fun. I play drums. Yeah, I am the drum man. I'm a photographer for the people. For the people. If you won't tell me the real reason you're here, perhaps I can hazard a guess. Somebody was carrying out an illicit police evidence trafficking scheme here in the storeroom. Oh, so she's after a juicy story. Makes sense. But how'd y'all figure that out? Guess it means I don't have to tippity-toe around it anymore now. One of my sources told me in the download about an underground auction. It's pronounced Jadalerd Ruzgala. I'm still probably mispronouncing that. I don't speak Turkish in the slightest. Like, I've got some Turkish friends who will laugh at me for pronouncing it like that. They'll be just like, huh, Shinsu, you're a silly Englishman. We'll laugh at you. We'll laugh at you. You think I'm joking? Like, no, he actually does sound like that. He does genuinely sound like that. And he's got a pretty impressive mustache as well, but I think he keeps his beard off. So he's like, he looks more like a stereotypical Italian. You speak a lot of Turkish. Oh, nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. I can speak a very small amount of German. I can't. I say speak it. I can write and read a reasonable amount of German. I can't speak very much of it. I kind of did language studies at school for a few years, and then it just it just kind of fades off after that, unfortunately. So all the items here were sold to the highest bidder. Folks was slinging money around like it was going out of fashion. Had to come see for myself, of course. Give me eyes on the subject, you know. Should have heard the tales my contact was telling. Taller than two trees, I thought at first. Your entire elementary school was Turkish? Oh, man. Well, there you go. Mine was British. It was all suffering. I don't recommend British school. Anywho, wasn't about to write it up based on hearsay alone. So yesterday I snuck in, slunk him behind his here statue, and settled him away. Bidding started late at night and carried right on through to the break of dawn. So the auction and the murder happened on the same night. Coincidence? Dirty deals in a secret store. Talk about a story. Is there any school that isn't a child trauma fest? Probably not. Probably not, to be honest. Was there anything else on sale apart from the items of evidence in this room? Sure, there was regular old stuff too. Shady artworks from who knows where, that kind of thing. In what way is shady artworks regular, exactly? But the evidence was the big draw for sure. Reckon they're selling it faster than the crooks could smuggle them out of the cop and prosecutor shops. And I'll bet you got pictures of the whole thing, right, Miss Hart? Well, you see, the main event was down below. I had to try and see what I could from up here. Having been up here since yesterday, I assume we witnessed the entire auction from start to finish then. It was an underground affair, like I said, so folks wasn't exactly giving much away. At least the food was nice. Yeah, Turkish food's pretty good, actually. Like, I eat a lot of food which is, like, call it just non-British food. My favourite lately has been Italian cuisine. Tonight's dinner was chicken, slow-cooked in stock and cream cheese, with sun-dried tomatoes, a bit of pesto, and then served with grilled courgette and bell pepper. Absolutely delicious. Like, finished with a little bit of basil on top as well. Delicious. Mwah, chef kiss, 10 out of 10. Yeah, it had me pinching my fingers and holding my palm upright, just like, hey, scusi, babada boopy. And nearby Italians come through my chat and it's like, oh, we have to kill him. We have to kill this guy. What's going on there? One of my stream monitors is playing up a bit. Okay, there we go. What was that? Sorry, give me a second. Did I hear something just then? Hold on. Paranoid's proper kicking my ass lately. Well, them customers came down one at a time from up on the roof there. Threw on masks just as soon as they got down the ladder, and that ain't all. They had voice changer doodads on them, see? Teeny tiny ones, sneaking in the bugs behind. It's so you couldn't see their real faces and you couldn't hear their real voices. Huh? Surreptitious as all heck. Surreptitious. You mean surreptitious, right? I surely do. Sweet, sweet surreptitude. I hate lurkers in here. Hi there, Logan. How we doing? Do I hate lurkers? Oh shit, they're in my mineral line. No! Our forces are under attack. How are these StarCraft lurker jokes working? Hit, miss. I hope they're going well. Also, not a word. Anywho, once they had their gear on, they went right on downstairs. Down the elevator, huh? And then, in came the next one. When it came time to leave, they all done the same, but in reverse. Up they came again, one by one by one. Okay. Mask back on the hook. Up the ladder and away. Whoa. That's a serious operation. And how many participants were there? 11 altogether. I counted when they came down the ladder. Okay. I didn't just hop on the stupid statue the whole time, you know. You didn't? Then where were you? Well, when I first got here, I, you know what? That ain't important right now. So you were hiding behind the statue from the very beginning. Anywho, I watched all them folks come in from a spot there in the shadows. I see. So you were watching from behind the statue. They used that there elevator to get down below. And once they was all down there, I snuck up and took me a peek at what was going on. You mean the elevator remained in the room beneath? Nah, I sent it back up. But there's a little peeky hole if you know where to look. Elevator don't quite sit flush with the floor, see? And if you bend down and squint just right, you can see the whole shebang. Did you catch sight of who was in charge? Sure, I guess I did. Ain't half so good a story if you don't get a glimpse of the evil ringleader after all. Yeah, you look down there, he's just like, Kalima! Kalima! And, you know, he's got his hand over the person's heart, and then it's like, Kalima! And suddenly we're in Temple of Doom jokes, huh? I wonder who this ringleader is. I'll have to ask her some more. You mentioned a ringleader. Can you tell me any more about them? Y'all should know. I came here to get me an exclusive. An exclusive ain't much done good if it done spill the beans already. I see. So you don't actually know anything about them. You think that's why she won't give us an answer? Makes sense, I guess. You got me. Couldn't see if it was a man or a woman, a kid or an old-timer. Nothing. What were they wearing? Could you see that at least? Sure, white jacket, white gloves, and a magenta flower on the label. Them three things is what I remember. But what good's the description of the outfit if I don't got a clue who was wearing it? So this ringleader disguised their identity too, just like everybody else. Yes, sirree. Mask, voice changer, the whole 9 yards. They were wearing one of the masks. Which one? Let me see. Oh, yeah, this guy. Zervan. Zervan? What kind of name is that? Seriously, Mr. Edgeworth, you've never heard of Zervan? He's global hero on Yankopon's arch nemesis. Who hasn't heard of Zervan the Time Lord? I think you might be better off asking who has. So you didn't get a glimpse of their face at all? No, I dang well didn't, which kind of scotches my scoop. Oh, this whole mess has been nothing but a snipe hunt. I should never come. Okay. I think we understand who the ringleader might have been. We know of somebody who was dressed like that. Maybe I should try showing that evidence to Miss Hart. Okay. Hey, loss of heart. Look at this picture of a corpse. You said that the ringleader was wearing a white jacket, white gloves, and a magenta flower, correct? Sure did. Don't ask me why they was dressed up like a peacock on parade day, but there was. Is this the outfit you saw? Well, holy smokes, it sure as heck is. But wait, so the big cheese is dead? All we know is that she is the victim in the case we're investigating. Her name was Rosie Ringer. Do you know her? Nope. So the ringleader was a lady? Well, ain't that just a slipper in a dang deal? Throwing me off with a man's jacket like that. I hardly think she did it to fool you specifically. But setting that aside for now, what's important is we discovered something vital to the case. Namely, that the underground auction was chaired by none other than our victim. So somebody done bumped off the boss, huh? Then that's what was happening. When what was happening? Oh, nothing at all. Y'all just got about your business now. No offense, Miss Hart, but that made you sound about 5 times more suspicious. Suspicious my foot. I told y'all it's nothing. Do I think Rosie Ringer is the boss? I think she's a scapegoat, probably. Knowing what Ace Attorney logic is like, I think she's a scapegoat. You won't get nothing more out of me than that. Wait, so there is more? How many dang times do I gotta tell you? It ain't nothing, okay? And I ain't saying nothing either way. Aw, you can tell us just a little more? Pretty please? I'll tell you this, okay? I'm a journalist, a news hound, a scoop hunter, you hear? Exclusive articles go out, money comes in. That's how the game's played. Tell you more? Heck, I done told you all too much already. Wait, what if I examine some fingerprints for you, pro bono? What kind of a cockamamie thank you is that? Soon to get a tooth pulled. You want intel, you go dig it up yourselves, just like I had to. Okay, if she's going to talk to either of us. Oh, she will. I'll handle things from here, Emma. Mind Jess! There's a certain technique I find useful when dealing with difficult customers such as her. She may not give up the information voluntarily, but that doesn't mean she can't be persuaded to. It's Mind Jess time, guys. We haven't done this for a while. Ooh. Okay, let's go. Dong. Let's start by observing our opponents. I ain't telling y'all nothing here. Now quit wasting my time before I really blow a fuse. As we've seen, she's very quick-tempered. She'll try to cut the conversation dead wherever possible. I won't have much time to think, so I'll need to be swift and decisive. Miss Hart is definitely hiding something from me, so my first move is to discover what that something is. Okay? I need you to tell me everything you know, and don't you dare leave anything out. Go jump in a creek, you big bully. Why should I tell you anything? You don't got nothing to do with me. Nor me with you neither. I don't have a clue as to how to proceed with this line of questioning. I better try another tack. I can see you're a little agitated, Miss Hart. Let's just calm down and try to talk reasonably. I am calm, dang. At least wait till I will be, just as soon as y'all quit yanking my dang chain. Bide. That's better. Being a news hound's all about keeping a cool head no matter what the world throws at you, see? Speaking of news hounds, this might interest you. I met one a few days ago. She was a very hungry young reporter indeed. A reporter with a very particular turn of phrase, similar to your own, in fact. Oh yeah? She spoke like me, huh? Guess that could have been someone I know. She was your sister? Hold on. I'm not confident in this. I don't want to lose Mind Chest a fucking lot of heart. You do realize you have nowhere to turn, don't you? Oh, quit riding me, will you? This whole thing's a waste of my precious time. Ah, I should have picked my words more wisely. Oh, shit, mate, no. We need to retry that. Yeah, we need to reload that because we have no time to do anything. Fuck me. The chess pieces look so much smoother in this version. They do, don't they? She was your apprentice. Her name is Tabby Lloyd. And if I had closed my eyes, I could have believed I was listening to you. She told me about somebody she called the Chief. She was talking about you, wasn't she? Oh, so y'all met Tabby, huh? Well, ain't that something? Why don't y'all bump into her? She's a great kid, reckon? Wait. Oh, no you don't. You ain't getting on my good side bringing her to this, you sneaky snake. Oh, you nearly had me too. Interesting. Talking about Ms. Lloyd seems to make her lower her guard a little. I think we can use that to our advantage. I need you to tell me everything you know. Don't you dare leave anything out. Go jump in a creek, you big bully. Okay. Time to deploy my clue. I don't have anything to do with you. That's a little unkind, don't you think? After all, I know your apprentice. I know her pretty well, in fact. Yeah, well... Guess it does seem kind of cold of me to say if you know her pretty good. Wouldn't want the poor kid thinking I don't give a rat's behind. Good, then you'll tell us what you know? Fine, see, it's like this. Got me. Wait, what am I thinking? Dang it, Lana, you can't let bamboozle that easy. What was that about a scoop? Oh, forget it. It was nothing. You have a scoop of some kind, don't you? How embarrassing. A professional journalist making a careless slip of the tongue. You have a scoop, don't you? Now tell me what it is. Ah! Alright, I got me a scoop, a big one. But I can't just go blabbing about it to y'all. I got bills to pay. She may be hiding something very important. I have to get it out of her somehow. We need to know the details of this scoop. Oh. She's quick to anger, but she's also quick to let key information slip. The clock is running down much faster than normal. Like, it's obviously a mechanic to pressure us in this one. But it's, with how lost there is, you're right. And we also take a much bigger penalty if we get it wrong. Which is why I reloaded. Now that we know that, the rest shouldn't be too hard. Let's see what else we can get out of her. This scoop of yours, does it have something to do with the auction? You know what? I clean forget, huh? But you tried to infiltrate an underground auction. It only stands to reason that you observed something. Otherwise, what would you have to write about? I don't know what to tell you. I didn't hear nothing. Sorry. What was that? Give me a second. I heard something just then. What is going on? Oh my god. I need to say my message. Apparently we're really kicking my ass again. Like, really badly. Okay. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't hear nothing. Did you hear something from Miss Lloyd? You do realize you have nowhere to turn, don't you? Oh, that was, wrong. That was badly wrong. Look at this. Oh, ow. Okay. If you didn't hear the sound of nothing, does that mean you did hear the sound of something? Something during your time in this room? Well, see, that's, it wasn't nothing, really. Just a little noise is all. Wouldn't even make page 16. Forget I mentioned it. So something happened during the auction. Something that made a noise of some kind. This could be a valuable clue. Your big scoop involves something criminal in nature, doesn't it? Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Which is it? This is important. Alright. You don't gotta holler at me like that. I ain't done nothing shameful or nothing. Just snuck in and did some undercover reporting. Light time? I think this is wrong. Silent treatment, huh? Well, two can play at that game. Perhaps a little more proactivity is called for. Nah, we fucked it. I don't got time for this Oxwell. That's it. I'm out of here. Damn. Wait, what? Do we have to start that all over again? I can't give up now. I have to keep pushing. Oh, okay. Right, so it's not a game over now. Right, once more into the breach. Oh, wait, we have to do the entire... No, I'm not doing the entire... No, I'm not doing the entire thing. Hang on. I don't have to do the entire thing again, do I? Let me just save that. I don't want to do the entire fucking thing again. Hold on. So, is it related to an incident of some kind? Okay. I'll be the judge of whether your actions were shameful or not. An unlawful entry into private property is very shameful indeed. In fact, it's a crime. Hey, you did the exact same thing, genius. Ah, but I guess you're a prosecutor, huh? You're allowed to do stuff like that. Let's not mention the fact that I handed in my badge, shall we? Still, it don't amount to a whole hill of beans, right? There's folks out there that done way worse. Murder, for one. Next to murder, trespassing ain't hardly nothing. From your musterings about murder just now, I gather that your scoop has something to do with a homicide. No, I was just talking all hypothetical-like. You know, about murder being the big one and all. Ain't nothing worse than murder. Not the most skillful evasion I've heard in my career. Look, I don't told you, okay? I snuck into the auction. I'll cop to that. But murder? I don't know nothing about no murder. Ain't seen nothing, ain't heard nothing. Scout's honor. I don't have a clue as to how to proceed with this line of questioning. Wait, what? You do realize... What the fuck is going on here? I don't understand. I've gone through the one line of questioning. I got the clue. I went to the other line of questioning. Now it's saying I need another clue. So you did this under something. We already had that clue! We already got that fucking clue! We already knew that! Why is it... What? So, it says, oh, we need a clue to proceed further, but I'm going back to the same clue that I've already got. What? That makes no fucking sense. Come off it, man. Oh, it's not letting me skip this now. It's not letting me skip this text. Okay. Yeah, I can't skip through this text that we've already read through. Did I load a previous save? Is that why it's done it? You want to tell me 3 your mama jokes? Okay, they better be good ones. They better be good ones. They better make me laugh. Why can't I skip this text? It doesn't let me skip it. Yeah, I already had this clue. I already had that fucking clue. Why didn't it let me use it? You told me you heard something during the auction. You claimed it was important. It wasn't important, but it must have been otherwise. Well, I remember it. I think it was something very memorable indeed. In fact, I believe it was the cry of a murder victim. Ah, how'd you keep doing that? All right, it's true. I wound up smack dab in the middle of a murder scene, but only by accident. And that's all you're getting out of me. Won't be no scoop left otherwise. The murder of Miss Hart witnessed. It must be the same murder we ourselves have been investigating. That should prove to be a very valuable piece of information indeed. Perhaps we should finish up by confirming the credibility of her claim. Ow. Yo, Mama's so dumb she waited for a plane at my PlayStation? That doesn't even make sense. What? Huh? Please understand, I'm not laughing at the joke. I'm laughing in incredulity at how nonsensical the statement is. I don't get it! Ah. Not plane, train. Waited for a train at the PlayStation? I still don't get it. I have her on the back foot now. Time to finish this. Right, okay. We save Scummit, guys. You said you wound up in the middle of a murder scene. Is that really true? You call me a liar now? Hoo-wee, now I'm mad. Real mad. I'm a journalist. How am I going to sell stories if folks can't trust that I'm telling the truth? I got me a motto, you know. Faster than anybody, honester than everybody. A motto, huh? That could be an important clue. I should bear it in mind. I need you to describe the murder in detail. It's vitally important. Ha! Wish I could help y'all, but I don't rightly recall a whole bunch. Ain't much I can tell you, sorry. I mean, look at me. Can't even get my facts straight half the time. So employ the clue. I can't imagine that being so vague on the facts is a trait valued among journalists. Surely accuracy and honesty are what's necessary when reporting on a story. PlayStation. Oh, I see. Right. I don't use the trains often enough to twig on stuff like that. I'm sorry. Oh, dear. Yo mama so ugly a blobfish can't compare. I mean, blobfish are kind of cute. You know, they're funny little guys, right? They're just kind of cute little weirdos. Oh, well, see. It seems your so-called information is not credible after all. Look, there was a murder. I was there. I can even prove it. You can prove it, can you? How? I've got it right. Wait, you heard that? I was just talking to myself. Don't think nothing of it. She's still hiding something. This is a very vital clue. I'll need to use it to maximum effect. Be honest, Masan. I know there's something you're still not telling me. Above the surface, frog? Frog. Frog from Chrono Trigger. Yippee! Ain't nothing left to tell, dang it. I done spilled my guts already. Oh, I actually got through that one on the first try. I know you've been keeping something from me. And that something is proof. Proof related to the murder you witnessed. Proof sound enough to form the basis of a story you're hoping to sell. Ah! Dang it all the heck. Give me a break, will you? I'll come clean, okay? That's what you want, right? Here, I've done snapped me a photo. Happy now? You better be. And that's checkmate. Oh, good. Ah. Can't believe I let that happen. Betrayed by my own big mouth. Well, it happened. So it's time to tell us everything. I saw the whole thing. Watched that action from start to finish. But you didn't just watch it, right? You took pictures too. Yeah, about that. So like I said, I was spying on the whole thing right from the get-go. They was all shouting out bids, then somebody wins something and bam, down comes the hammer. Head on upstairs and pay, shouts the old ringleader, and then the whole thing starts over again. You can't type it because it's rude? Oh, I see. Anywho, as soon as that happened, I had to think quick. That's when I ran behind their statue and hid. And who was it that eventually appeared? Didn't see nothing, but I heard something that made me pretty sure it was whoever placed the winning bid. The sweet, sweet sound of cold, hard cash. I'm not sure I have any idea what that sounds like. It sounds like someone counting bills, perhaps? Anyhow, the deal was your settled bills up here. I heard two people yabbering for a little while. Wait, so two people came up on the elevator? You betcha. My guess is the other one was our friend the ringleader. Your mum was so fat, I didn't laugh but the floor was cracking up. That's a basic one. That's a very basic your mama. Like, if you're going to say stuff like that, you know, like, you know, try something like, you know, your mama's so big, she have the gravitational pull of the singularity at the heart of the galaxy. But that also means she's got galactic badonkadonk, and we respect that in this channel. We respect, like, cataclysmically huge butts. Anyway, yabber, 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 on it goes for a little while, and then, scream! Well, that shook me up pretty good, so I hunkered down in my hiding place and tried to stay out of sight. So you didn't see the moments of the murder? Nah, but I heard it real good. You didn't try and help whoever's being attacked? Quit trying to be funny, girlie. Don't suit you none. I'm just a dainty little journalist all on her lonesome. You think I was fixing to jumping in and save the day? Dainty. Anyhow, then there was a bunch of rustling sounds. Right about when that was happening, I got a feeling pretty bad about what I'd done. That makes sense, I guess. After all, you didn't... I didn't remember to get on my camera and snap even a single picture. A scoop like that drops right in my lap and I miss it. Somebody ought to tan my hide. Anyhow, then a little more time goes by, and there's this clattering noise. I'm there thinking, gotta get the shot this time, so I grab one real quick from the shadows there. Could we see this photograph? Ah, do I have to? Here. That's... the person in the red raincoat, the one who attacked Kay. So Kay's raincoated assailants attacked the victim here in the storeroom. Then proceeded up to the roof where they assaulted Kay. Okay. There's only one person in this picture. Where's the victim? Weird, huh? I wondered the same thing. Heard two people, there was only one in the shot I got. I didn't see nobody nowhere else in the room, neither. But that's the killer, alright. Leastways, I'm pretty sure it is. So we saying that the victim disappeared. Interesting. How did you know it was the killer just by looking? Because they're literally red-handed with blood. How else would that get there, huh? And the auction just carried on after that. Sure did. They just went right along like nothing had happened. These Yo Mama jokes are like incredibly basic. Oh, it takes me back to when I was a young'un. Nah. Yeah, takes me back. Little trip down memory lane for an old man. Rich folks is crazier than a box of frogs. I'll never understand what they think. Funny, I find journalists to struggle to understand as well. Okay. Right. Do we need to... Oh boy, this whole experience is enough to boggle a guy's mind. Mysterious storerooms, damsels in distress, it's got the lot. Could you at least try to take things a little more seriously, Fender? Huh. Hey, I could try. No, but seriously, I'm as keen to help Kay out as you are. She's safe with me. You go do your thing. It's not Kay I'm worried about, it's you. So we've got the... Illicit auction held in big building. Items on sale were mainly items of police evidence related to homicide cases. 11 attendees altogether, all wearing masks. Auction continued even after the murder occurred. Okay. Photo taken just after the incident by loss of heart and stuck into the storeroom. The ringleader and an auction attendee came up on the elevator. A scream was heard not long after. I think we need to do some... Can we do some more investigating? Would this go together? Aha! If the storeroom was the actual scene of the crime, then you'd expect the body to have been up here at some point as well. Huh? Well, yeah. But think back to what Miss Hart told us about how the customers left the auction. Do you remember? Of course. They came up from downstairs, back through the storeroom, and... Oh! Exactly. The killer would have had to hide the body in order to avoid its discovery. The question is, where did they hide it? I know where they hid it. Emma, if you would mind putting your skills to work for me now? I'd love to. You just say what you need, and I'll get right on it. Very well. Then I'd like you to check for blood residue. A luminol test, in other words. Sure thing. Prepare to witness the power of science. Yay, we're getting to use the cum spray. I've never seen anybody's eyes actually sparkle with anticipation before. Alright, how about we test the ladder over there first? Based on Miss Hart's picture, I'd say the person in the red raincoat was about to climb it and make their escape. Which means there's a high chance of a positive result. Okay. To test an area, press space. That will spray a little luminol on it. And if it happens to land on some blood, you'll see it react like this. Oh, it still feels super raw to see it just appear like that. Anyway, that's a positive, but it's still faint. Spraying it a couple more times should be enough to really make it stand out. Yeah, that brought it out nicely. Made it feel that much more real. Anyway, I think you got the gist of how to look for blood traces now, right? I'm sure there's still some more to be found. Just why don't you give it a try? There we go. And that's how it's done. Even Dora couldn't explore her. Oh man. Like these are like almost dad jokes, you know. Good grief. Take a good look around, see if you can find some other places to test with the luminol. I'm going to test this. You want to test that? Yes, I do. You got to go, Hades. No worries, you take care, alright? And I will hopefully see you soon. Mr. Edgeworth, blood! But how could it have gotten there? Maybe somebody put something with blood on it in there? The body? There are still places we haven't tested yet. Let's see what else we can find. I wonder about the statues. Or the trophies, even. Sorry, it's a negative. Nothing there. What about the money? Nope. Nothing there? Aha! Oh no! We got a positive. There's blood here. But how come? Probably because this is where the murder was actually committed, I'd say. Oh, looks like some of it dripped through to the floor below too. Okay. I think that's all the blood there is to be found. Alright, then that concludes this phase of our investigation. And now we need to do some logic. That's pretty easy. Blood in the clothes box can only mean one thing. That this is where the body was hidden. I'm certain of it. I wonder who won the box in the auction. I haven't the foggiest. Still, it's a very helpful discovery. Now, just so you hold your horses there. There's no way the body could have been there. What do you mean? I took a look at that there box when I first got in here. Looked to be just about the perfect size for a little hide-and-go-seek if the need arose. And maybe it would have been, if I could have opened it. But it was wrapped in chains and locked up tight. And I ain't no escapologist. The murder happened just a little after I scoped it out, so can't nobody put no body in there. Wrapped in chains and locked up tight, you say? That's odd. Because it doesn't look to be wrapped in chains any longer. Huh? Well, slap my head and call me silly. Could have swore it was, though. Interesting. Okay. I think we've examined all we can now. Great, time to see what's waiting down below. Shaking a leg already, are we, Miles? Okie dokie. Hey, K-Meister. Yes, Mr. Fender? We're about ready to move out, so I want you to stick with me, okay? Can't have you getting lost. Of course. I'll be sure to stay close. When did those two start getting along so well? Oh. What is this? Wait, this is the... This is the chamber. Mr. Edgeworth. This room. This is the auction room. No, this is the committee chamber. Way to drop right into my lap, K. Faraday. You've got real guts, I'll give you that. Arrest her, men. Arrest her right now. Wait, but she's... As for the rest of the riffraff, throw them out into the streets where they belong. You can't do this. This is going way overboard. Yeah, what she said. Miles, this ain't looking good, I gotta say. See how the blinding light of justice shone. Ah! Ah! What did I do? You'll have to forgive me. I meant to hit a certainly cowardly ex-prosecutor. You weren't aiming for him, you were aiming straight at me. Oh, something keeps getting in my way. Something... Ah! Right there. This is fucking based. Watching Francisca bully Eustace is amazing. Francisca. So, what are you doing here, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor? I still believe Kay to be innocent. And if you're supposed to care what you believe, you no longer have the right to an opinion. I am Francisca von Karma, and I have no intention of stopping here or now. But you chose to stop by giving up your badge, and so our game has already come to an end. My badge was an obstacle to proceeding along the road I've chosen. I haven't stopped. Her attack does splash damage. I like splash damage. Splash damage is good. I've simply clicked the way ahead. And now I'm free to follow that road, all the way to the truth. So don't you think for a second that my convictions change? I'm every bit as dedicated as I ever was. You seem to think you know what lies at the edge of this rubs as the truth. In that case, I demand that you show me. I'll explain my current theory first, and if your road fails to lead anywhere, my VIP will happily guide it. Oh, okay. The victim used her keycard and entered this chamber with her killer. She was then stabbed with the candelabrum by the culprit and subsequently died as a result. We know the identity of the murderer thanks to the letter she exchanged with the victim. And we know the location of the murder is here in the committee's trial chamber. The blood on the floor in this room proves my theory. Game, set, and match Miles Edgeworth QED. She seems pretty confident, huh? Ha! She don't like the courage of her convictions, that's for certain. And I gotta say, I can dig that vibe. I can even give her a nod. Ah! Pathetic. Well, Miles Edgeworth, do you think you can bring my case crashing down around my ears? If you really have found the road to the truth, perhaps you'd be so kind as to point me towards it. I'll be very happy to. Settle in, Francisca. I'm about to pave that road with incontrovertible evidence. Oh, okay. We save here because it's a cross-examination. Okay. Well, a rebuttal, I should say. So, what evidence do we actually have right now? Let's go over the evidence we've got. Elevator blood detected on the secret elevator, dripped through to the floor below. I think this is what we have to use because look, blood detected on the elevator, it's dripped through to the floor below. We know the identity of the murderer thanks to the letter she exchanged. And we know the location of the murder is here in the committee's trial chamber. This is the one. You can prove that the murder happened here in the committee chamber, I suppose. Von Karma is perfect in every way. Or did you forget that when you handed in your badge? Now, it's either this statement or the one before. I'm going to save here and try it on this one. It's either this one or the next one. Oh, the blood... Hang on, wait, no, the blood. She's talking about the blood. Let's try it on this statement. Let's try it on this one. Oh. I pressed the wrong button. It's T. Objection! There we go. That was straightforward. If I remember correctly, the blood discovered in this room was located at the foot of the Goddess of Justice statue. Murder under the gaze of the divine. A brazen act even for a cold-blooded killer. Except that may not be true at all. Take a look at this if you would. It's a blood stain we discovered in the storeroom directly above the committee chamber. As you can see, the blood we found looks to have dripped through to the room below. And the elevator it dripped down from descends directly to the foot of the statue. Ah, you noticed. Then you will agree that the murder cannot in fact have happened in this room. I put it to you that the victim was killed in the room above, and only afterwards was she moved down here. The Goddess of Justice did not witness a murder. She witnessed a killer trying to cover their tracks. Why is she smiling? Sorry, I was just thinking back to a very similar situation. Well done, Miles Edgeworth. You've proven yourself to be even more foolish than I thought. Mr. Edgeworth is anything but a fool, sir, and you know it. Ah! Have you forgotten the picture you just showed me? Or are you really that airheaded? Even a cursory glance shows there was far more blood here in the committee chambers than upstairs. Oh, whipped and ignored again. Wish I could get... Ah! You're trying to tell me that all the blood dripped down from above, Miles Edgeworth. If it had, your storeroom stain would need to be 10 times as big. I say the murder happened down here. There's no way it could have happened anywhere else. Huh. As insightful as ever, Francisca. but you've played right into my hands. How so? You are correct. There is far less blood upstairs than one would expect. The question is why? A trifling detail in the face of my previous explanation. Alas, your explanation doesn't account for why there was blood in the storeroom in the first place. Surely you don't think some spatter managed to shoot itself all the way up there, do you? Whoa, like some crazy fountain of blood? No way! No way indeed. It's completely impossible. So how about this? What if this explains the difference in the amounts of blood observed? There was far more blood in the committee chamber than the storeroom above because... the weapon was removed here? The victim was stabbed here? Oh, that's tricky. Reggie, last message. I'll be honest, they're not getting any better, so... they're not getting any better at all. Oh, man. Silence! You're half-brained, harebrained rookie. Hey, harebrained is a little... Ah! A stab wound bleeds heaviest at one particular point in time. Oh, I know, when the weapon's removed, right? Precisely. I believe the body was brought down to the committee chamber with the candelabrum still in its chest. And then, when it was finally removed, it created the difference in the amount of blood we see between the two locations. But why? What was the killer trying to do? I imagine they were trying to give the impression that the murder happened down here. As we know, Miss Ringer's keycard was used late last night. Judging by the time listed in the record, I'd hazard a guess that it was used by the killer when they entered the room to create their elaborate setup. But why was they needed to do all this in the first place? Perhaps it was because a person with a face to hide would fear the storeroom being found in the investigation. If they were involved with the underground auction, they couldn't afford to have their dirty secret exposed. Okay. Underground auction? You should take a look at the storeroom for yourself. The items up there tell quite a story. Can you swear in my streams? I mean, I swear in my streams. I swear profusely. I say many a bad word. Like, as long as it's not directed swearing at people or groups, then I don't really care all that much. Because I'm from Yorkshire, every other, like, word that we utter is a swear word. Okay. Oh, excuse me. What's this? Nanda. Nanda? Hang on, someone's pinging me on Discord. Give me a second. Ah! There we go. Alright, no, fair enough. It was from when we took Mint Phantom to Nando's after the Expo. You said the word and it didn't appear on the chat. Oh, there might be a setting on YouTube then. I don't know. I wasn't aware of there being a filter on the YouTube chat. I'll have a look into that at some point. I didn't know about that. Like, because I swear so much that swearing is just, like, normal to me. It's not a good thing, I suppose, but... one that should more than explain what was going on here last night. It's almost endearing, Miles Edgeworth. How desperately you want to protect your friend. There's something just beneath the surface of this case. Something bigger than all of us. And Kay's only crime was to have the bad fortune to fall right into the middle of it. That's quite so hyperbolic claim, Miles Edgeworth. Hyperbolic? Me? Surely you're the one making a mountain of my perfectly reasonable molehill. You're working with Interpol on international cases, so why are you investigating a domestic murder? I'll tell you why, because this case has something to do with the smuggling ring you've been chasing. You followed the trail of items being smuggled by the ring and wound up here. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that the something I sense isn't related to any of this. I'm very happy to learn that you giving up your badge didn't completely relieve you of your senses. Scruffy here told me about the circumstances that led up to that, by the way. Sorry, sir. I just thought it might help, you know. You did the right thing, detective. Oh? So am I right, Francisca? Is this incident part of the broader case you're working on? Was the underground auction already on Interpol's radar? Wouldn't you like to know? But you don't need to, and so you won't. Amazing. Then you knew, didn't you? that the auction was being held here in this chamber. Well, well, well. Hey, y'all mind if I butt in for a sec? Your victim over there, the lady in the white? You! Hey, let a gal finish, will you? No good butting in pain in the you-know-what. Ow! Well, this leopard sure ain't changing her spots. Your testimony is not required, and neither is your presence. What do you mean? I'm a journalist. Yeah! You're a liar is what you are. You lied unto us that one time. Seems like Miss Von Karma's none too fond of Miss Hart, huh? I don't think she's her biggest fan, no. Would I say I'm a good background VTuber? I don't know really. I don't know what constitutes a good background VTuber. I just stream. I just stream and have fun with it, to be honest. If people think I'm a good background VTuber, then cool. If they don't, then, well, you know, fair enough. There's plenty of us. Like, there's so many of us out there. There's got to be a background VTuber for everyone, right? Was that the cat? I'm losing my marbles. What's she called? Ringer Rat? She's a member of this here committee? Well, she's dressed exactly like the ringleader of that there secret auction. Ah! Stop it! Stop whipping me, dang it! What is the meaning of this interruption? Mars Edgeworth, explain. Miss Hart here helped us out by describing how the auctioneer was dressed, and it seems that they were wearing the exact same outfit as the victim, Miss Rosie Ringer. But that would mean that the victim was also the ringleader. No, how about we just calm down? Ah! It seems I have some new information to consider. It's true that I came here to investigate the underground auction, and to arrest its head of operations, the auctioneer. But if Miss Hart is to be believed, the ringleader is dead. I guess that means your journey here today was wasted. I suppose it does. Nonetheless, I, Francisco Von Karma, refuse to leave empty-handed. Time for a rematch, Miles Edgeworth. Okay, fine by me. But you may find that your whip will go sorely underused this round. Okay, let's see what she's got. Fine, I accept your little explanation. That would make the storeroom the actual scene of the crime, yes. In which case, the murderer is someone connected to the auction. And if the photographer is to be believed, the victim was the auctioneer and the culprit was an attendee. The killer lay in wait for the victim in the storeroom where the exchange of illicit goods was to take place. They then stabbed the victim in the chest with a piece of merchandise, the candelabrum. Okay, pretty reasonable. There, does that about sum it up? Because I won't be accepting rebuttals. I'm afraid you might have to. There is a serious hole in your testimony. There is? I didn't spot any. Good thing you're the one in charge here, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright then, time to fight back. You have to win this for us. And I will. Time to take Francisca's testimony to task. Right, let's have a look at our evidence again, shall we? Okay. I think we're going to do some pressing here, guys. Okay.
Hold it!
You conceded that point rather easily. I can't help but be suspicious. I'm not in the habit of denying facts that are readily supported by the evidence. That's all there is to it. You were able to show that the murder actually took place in the storeroom. Okay.
Hold it!
Okay. And how exactly did you come to that conclusion? Members of the big building staff were questioned extensively, but none mentioned a secret storeroom. It seems its existence was known only to a handful of people. And of course, that storeroom was where the items that would be sold in the auction were being kept. Very good, which suggests a link between knowledge of the storeroom and involvement in the auction. Okay.
Hold it!
So you believe that the victim and the ringleader were one and the same? I do. As the murderer was... Why are you asking her this? You just said the exact same thing yourself, dummy. So I did, but I was merely confirming Francisca's reasoning in order to... Oh, don't give me that horse feed. You get caught saying something stupid, you give a little laugh, and you move on with your day. The murderer was one of the auction attendees. What? You don't got notes for our friend here after that little performance of his? Of course, assuming that our friends and photographer's word can be trusted. I can't quite tell if they love or hate one another. Oh, Yuri! It's time for Yuri! Anyway, the more relevant point here is how the culprit actually carried out their plan.
Hold it!
Okay. How exactly did they manage that, may I ask? Miss Hart wasn't in the storeroom too, remember?
Objection!
She was in the storeroom, even. Yes, hiding someplace. And if you've seen the storeroom yourself, you'll notice there are plenty of other places to hide too. So you're saying the killer was hiding out of sight while they awaited the victim's arrival? I believe we can reasonably assume that the murder took place after the auction had concluded. After all, the victim was the auctioneer herself. She would surely have needed to be present throughout the proceedings. She thinks it happened afterward. Would you mind adding that statement to your testimony, Francisca? I believe we can reasonably assume that the murder took place after the auction had concluded. Ah, but Loss's testimony says it happened during. See? Auction continued even after the murder. Here we go.
Objection!
Woo! It seems you're one step behind yet again, Francisca. How so? The auctioneer was not in fact the victim, and I can prove it. This is the statement Miss Hart gave us. Well, if she made it, it's not versa she used to say it. I done told you, I'm a journalist, dagnammit. Wow! Did I ask you to open your mouth? Double ouch!
Objection!
Calm down and listen for a second, Francisca. Miss Hart witnessed at least some of the events surrounding the murder, and she confirmed that the auction continued even after the murder had occurred. You bet it did. Went right on like nothing had happened at all. How would that have been possible without an auctioneer? It wouldn't, so you see. The victim couldn't have been the auctioneer. She was one of the attendees. No! As I've been saying since the start, there's no way Kay can be the murderer, because she had been pushed down the hatch by her assailant and knocked unconscious by that time. So then, who was the victim really? Right, well, if the auction carried on after the murder, the victim must not have been the auctioneer, but an attendee. Uh-oh. That's enough. I know that sound all too well. Uh-oh. It's Judge Zealot. Order in the courtroom. All rise for the chairman. I'm certain this motherfucker's the one who did it.
Oh, there's no need for all that pomp and circumstance, Verity.
Please, everyone, feel free to call me Celsius. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Alright, Celsius, what are you doing here?
Oh, I just stopped by to see how my bone-headed boy were getting along.
They say there are all sorts of families, but I'm not sure these two are what they meant.
I thought I might lead a lot of fire into this investigation, but it seems not. The suspect everyone's searching high and low for is right back here where we started.
Men, detain the suspect immediately. Wait, Miss Faraday is innocent.
Shut your meddling mouth. You're becoming something of a problem, Miles, my boy. I thought I told you. The committee wants this matter cleared up as soon as possible. It's a matter of trust. We can't have our organization be seen to drag its feet. It's bad for us, and it's bad for me, too. Personally. Sorry, must be my age.
Your unlawful investigation ends here, and it will not be permitted to resume. Fuck off, Verity Gavel, you're awful. In case you've forgotten, you are no longer a prosecutor, you have no authority here. And what's more, there is the matter of you aiding and abetting a suspect.
She's right, of course. As always. You really are a godsend, Verity.
Everything I do knowingly. If you wish to prosecute me for it, be my guest. But know this. We have uncovered a new suspect. This person here. Miss Faraday was attacked by this...
Overruled.
You can stop right there, Mr. Edgeworth. The raincoat in your picture was discovered nearby a short while ago. The victim's blood was found on the hood, along with some cherry blossom petals. Cherry blossom petals? Like the ones on the roof? Yes. They were stuck to the edges of the bloodstains. Probably due to the blood being fresh at the time.
The results came back already, my boy, so there's no mistaking it. The person in your picture is the victim, Miss Rosie Ringer.
What? I've seen one of these before in this game. No, this completely undermines our entire case. All our assumptions were based on the person in the red raincoat being the killer. But if they were the victim instead, then Kay remains at the top of the suspect list.
Miss Faraday, you testified to having encountered a person in a red raincoat up on the roof, correct? Yeah, I did. We now know that the person was the murder victim, and you were the only person we know of who came into contact with her. Since one of you wound up dead, I think we all know how that encounter went.
Objection!
No, Kay was attacked by that person. She is the victim here, not the aggressor.
As far as I recall, we have yet to see any evidence that proves she was attacked as you claim. And even if such proof existed, Miss Ringer could simply have been acting in self-defense.
Well, you can't just jump to conclusions like that. Kay is innocent.
But I'm not.
What? Kay?
I'm not innocent. I don't want to believe it, but... I remembered something. Hearing about the raincoat brought it back. It's just a flash, but I remember what I saw now. Right when it happened. The murderer. It was me.
No, it wasn't Kay.
I remember looking down and... the person in the red raincoat was on the ground. It was me, Mr. Edgeworth. It was me all along. I'm the murderer. I'm the murderer.
No, you're not. You're not. You can't be.
Then what am I? Why do I have a memory like that? They were on the floor in front...
Oh, no.
In front of me. There was a pool of blood. Why was I just standing there? Why didn't I do something? I know why. It's because I was the killer. This court recognises the legitimacy of the accused's memories.
Fuck off! When is this absolutely unbearable character going to fuck off from this game forever? What? You said you didn't believe it like 5 minutes ago.
Overruled. I commend you on your bravery, Miss Faraday. It will not go unrewarded. Praise be to the goddess of justice for her many blessings.
Objection!
As an official representative of Interpol, I hereby request that the suspect be... We don't have time for this. We must arrest Kay Faraday this instant.
How dare you take that tone with me? This is a gross overreach of authority. I demand that you give us more time to investigate. You say that my investigation is unlawful. What could be more unlawful than this?
Unfortunately, you no longer speak for the law.
Indeed you don't, but I do. And while I can't help but be moved by your dedication to your friend, I have to agree with Verity.
Speaking of the law, it seems there is one other we must arrest.
Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Miles.
What are you talking about? Mr. Edgeworth's just doing his job. He didn't do anything wrong.
He wasn't doing squat. By which I mean to say, unfortunately, Miles is no longer serving in any kind of official capacity.
Uh-oh.
You went too far this time, Mr. Edgeworth. You conducted an unlawful investigation. Worse, you aided and abetted the flight of a suspect. You are no longer even an ex-prosecutor. You are a criminal, nothing more.
Ugh. Oh, that reminds me. There was supposed to be a hearing today, wasn't there? Concerning your conduct. I'll make sure it's officially rescheduled for tomorrow. Although, I fear I already know the outcome. Look at this as an opportunity to reflect on your actions, Miles. A chance to really think long and hard.
This court is adjourned.
I fucking hate Verity Gavel. I fucking hate her. I hate her. Excuse me, I need to go bitch to someone about this. Oh, I fucking hate her! Alright, we're going to wrap things up there because I'm exhausted. Hold on. I know that this is like, is this the latter part of the case? Yeah, this is the latter part of the case anyway, so this is a good place for us to wrap things up. We've gone through the middle section, and frankly, like, we've been going for almost 2 hours. We've done a full stream's worth tonight, but I'm also absolutely exhausted. Like, I'm so tired. I need to rest. Like, I need to actually be a bit more considerate of my own sort of, like, need to rest. I'm not very good at that, if I'm honest. Like, I'm the first person to admit I overwork myself way too much. I'm starting to get run down by it all. So, we are going to be back tomorrow, though. we're going to be playing Oblivion from... It's scheduled for 2 PM UK time. I might start early, like 1 o'clock or something, depending on how it goes. And then I'll put a schedule out on Sunday, because I'm not streaming Sunday. Sunday's wife day again. Monday's a bank holiday, so I might do a slightly extended stream then. I don't know, see how we go. Anyway, I hope you don't mind me wrapping things up there, guys. I'm going to go get myself some rest. Look after yourselves. Have a good rest of your day, alright? And with all being well, I'll see you tomorrow for some Oblivion. Until then, take care.